Imagine a small engineering company near Sriperumbudur. It makes a precision component. Its customer is an automobile manufacturer in Hosur. The distance between the two factories might not look dramatic on the map, but for the manufacturer, travel time matters more than distance. So a better road doesn't just save the truck time, it can reduce the amount of uncertainty inside the factory. Think about a truck leaving a factory in Sriperumbudur at night. It could be carrying an auto component. A few hours later, that same component could reaching a factory in Hosur. And from there, it could become a part of the product that finally reaches Bengaluru, another Indian city, or even an export market. Now look at the route: Chennai, Sriperumbudur, Ranipet, Krishnagiri, Hosur, Bengaluru. What you're looking at, it's not just a highway, it is a manufacturing belt. And the reason this corridor matters is simple. Factories have started building businesses around it. Now let's find out in this video how it is benefiting all the MSMEs around it. For that, first let's start with Sriperumbudur. Hyundai has been manufacturing here since 1998. Today, Hyundai's Chennai and Pune plant together have an annual production capacity of around 9.94 lakh vehicles, and the company plans to take that to 10.74 lakh vehicles in 2028. Hyundai also says its India's operation have reached 82% average localization. Now think about what 82% localization means. Hyundai isn't making every single part inside its own factory. There are hundreds of suppliers producing components around it, and those components have to keep moving. Now Samsung gives us another example. Samsung Sriperumbudur factory has been operating since 2007. The company says that as the operation expanded, a wider network of suppliers, logistics providers, and manufacturing partners developed around the plant. So one large factory creates something much bigger around itself, a supplier ecosystem. And once you have a supplier ecosystem, you need a reliable road connecting all of it. Now move further alongside the corridor and you reach Ranipet. Ranipet is known especially for its leather industries. But leather is only one part of the manufacturing base here. The Shipcot Ranipet Industrial Complex is spread across around 1,420 acres and nearly 220 manufacturing units, with industries ranging from leather products and chemicals to pharmaceuticals and engineering. There is also a 133.76 acre engineering cess in the same industrial ecosystem. And just like Sriperumbudur, Ranipet has smaller manufacturers around these larger industrial clusters. Tansitco has an industrial estate here with units involved in general engineering, electrical equipment, fabrication, and leather-related products. So imagine what is happening here. A leather manufacturer needs raw materials and chemicals to come in. An engineering unit needs components and machineries to come in. Finished products then have to move out to the customers and market. And these businesses aren't operating in isolation. They are connected to the larger manufacturing network towards Chennai on the one side and Hosur, Bengaluru on the other side. Now let's move to Hosur. Hosur is very famous for MSMEs. This is where the corridor gets even more interesting because Hosur already has a large base of small and medium industries. Hosria, the Hosur Small and Tiny Industry Association, represents around 2,000 small and tiny industries. And Hosur, alongside these small companies, you have major manufacturers like TVS Motors, Ashok Leyland's, Titan, and Tata Electronics. ESR is developing an 85 acres of manufacturing park in Hosur with around 2.1 million square feet of development potential and an investment of 600 crores. The park is targeting sectors such as electronics, EVs, aerospace, robotics, and clean energy. Now let's connect Chennai and Hosur. Imagine a small engineering company near Sriperumbudur. It makes a precision component. Its customer is an automobile manufacturer in Hosur. The component has to leave Chennai, reach Hosur, get unloaded, and enter the customer's production system. The distance between the two factories might not look dramatic on the map, but for the manufacturer, travel time matters more than distance. If the component normally takes 4 hours to arrive, the company can plan around it. If the same trip can suddenly take 6 to 7 hours, the company needs more safety stock. The safety stock means more money sitting in inventory. So a better road doesn't just save the truck time, it can reduce the amount of uncertainty inside the factory. And that is much bigger benefit, and this is exactly why Bengaluru-Chennai Expressway matters. The expressway is around 263 kilometers long. and it is being built across Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu and is designed for a speed of 120 km per hour. And the target is to bring Chennai-Bengaluru journey down from 5 to 6 hours to 3 hours. That means 2 to 3 hours saved in one journey. Now this can change the economics of a trip because the truck is an earning asset, and if it reaches the destination earlier, it can potentially get unloaded earlier. The full expressway is not operational yet. The project has been delayed and full commissioning is now expected by 2027. So we shouldn't talk about like manufacturers are already saving that 3 hours of journey. They aren't, but the 3 hours figure is expected benefit after the completion, but part of the route is already usable on the currently operational Hoskote-Beredipalli section. A truck or bus now pays a toll fee of 655 rupees one way. Imagine if you're a transporter, would you pay 655 rupees? If that 655 rupees save enough time to reach the factory's delivery slot, that means that money is not just a cost, it is buying you time. And this is why Chennai's Bengaluru Industrial Corridor is bigger than just an expressway. The Government of India is developing the corridor across Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and it has identified industrial nodes including Ponneri, Tumkuru and Krishnapattanam with transport infrastructure forming a major part of the plan. Now the question is, how efficiently can those factories exchange goods with each other? Because in modern manufacturing, the factory doesn't work alone. The suppliers matters, the warehouse matters, the truck matters, and the road connecting all of them matters. And that's why the Chennai-Bengaluru corridor is so important, because it is simply not connecting just two cities. It is connecting one of the South India's most important manufacturing supply chain. This is my thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching.